Good morning. So I'm walking to the gym. It's nice to get a bit of a routine in the morning. Wake up, go gym, come back, have a tea, have my little breakfast, then I have a coffee, and then I get to work, and that sets me up really nicely for the day. So something I just thought about that I wanted to share with things related to networking, reaching out to people, cold outreach. You know, this term cold outreach, I think it's people are using it the wrong way. They're only thinking of it as a way to generate leads, and you know, some people don't like the idea of cold outreach because they're saying, oh, people should be warming to your own content before, or people are spamming, or whatever it is. You know, so I'm speaking on behalf of a person like myself who I consult on the side for copywriting, lead gen, things like that. But I also have my own business that I run, whether it's my own consulting, whether it's the SaaS products, the SaaS tools I use, whether it's my affiliate side. And that's pretty much a one-man business. Sometimes I hire a VA to organize things, but it's just me, right? And I know a lot of people like you are in that same position where you're trying to get money online and it's just you're not, maybe you have a job, maybe you work some part-time consulting gigs, whatever it is. So I'm talking to you if you're just thinking about your own business by yourself, because I don't want you to think in terms of leads, generating leads, because you're going to start thinking about these people that you're reaching out to as just leads, and that's the wrong mindset. They're not leads. You should be thinking about cold outreach as just starting conversations, and then think about how in real life, you know, offline in the streets or whatever it is, if you met somebody who's a stranger, how would you approach them? Because of course you don't want to scare them off. You have to be socially aware, and you have to have something that you're offering in the first place. Otherwise, why would they want to continue staying in that interaction? Like, the people that we stay away from are the people that want things from us that we don't know, that we don't trust yet. So my whole approach of cold outreach, specifically when I'm not doing it as a lead generation activity for a client, because it's hard to explain to them this approach, because all they want is leads and sales, and that's what their whole business is run on. But I'm thinking a little differently. Let's say I'm selling a $97 a month SaaS product. At the end of the day, like, let's keep our let's have big goals and big dreams, but let's keep our target small. Because then we know, okay, let's say it's $100 a month, just to make things easier. 5 customers or 5 clients paying you $100 a month is $500 a month. Okay, that extra $500 a month is $500 a month, yes. That extra $500 a month is not that difficult to achieve in 1 week. Let's break it down. 1 sale a day of $100. Okay, I'm really simplifying it. 1 sale a day of $100 from Monday to Friday. You rest on Saturday and Sunday. So if that's your target, you could get $500 in a week. And in a month, that's $2,000. And if you're selling a SaaS product, that's recurring. Of course, I'm really simplifying it. Of course, it's not always consistent like that. Some weeks you get 1 sale, the next week you may get 10 sales like this. And of course, there's things like churn. I'm just really making it simple, just so for the mindset of actually what you're trying to do here. So what I'm doing is finding people who could be my ideal type of client, because they share certain characteristics. Maybe they're doing the thing that my tool solves, so they need to do it quicker, faster, etc. or they're, for whatever reason, they want sales, they want leads, so it's a way of positioning it in that way as well. But what I do is find people who are in that type of market. We're talking Facebook groups, searching by their job title, members of groups who have commented under certain posts about certain things. And my goal is to just start a conversation with one thing in mind, so they reply. Right? All I want them to do is reply, whether it's yes, no, thank you, great message, bad message. All I'm doing is I want them to reply. What I'm not doing is trying to sell them on my stuff or me or anything like that. And I do not try and go overboard with, my message, because it looks desperate, it looks very needy, that you're trying too hard. I try and keep an approach of very casual, laid back messaging, to the extent of, like, I have this cool thing. This isn't the frame that I'm using. I have this cool thing. I've done this for myself. Do you want to see it? And I want them to say yes to that question. And then the next stage, which is my second message or third message, depending how the conversation goes. And of course, I'll have another video where I'm going through this in a very more tactical way with the actual messages and the approach. But then the follow-up, once they say yes, is, okay, here it is. And then what I'm doing is I am sending a link to whatever that content is. So what I like to do is videos. Videos are the best way, easiest way for me, because I just load up a screen share, record it. I don't need to edit it. I don't actually edit at all. Well, there's one tool I use now, which is an AI tool called Gling, which cuts out all the pauses and all the like dead air, and if I make a mistake and I repeat myself, it'll cut that out. And that, you just upload it and it does it. So I literally spend 5 minutes on editing. But the point is, it's the content. It's that. Well, that's one point, is the content you're sharing them is valuable to them. But two is, now you've started a relationship with them where they've not heard of you yesterday. Now they've received a cold message from you. Now they've said yes to you, and now they're seeing your face on a video and watching your content. And now they're creating a relationship with you without you having actually to do much. You're not interacting with them. So the more content you actually have, and we can go into more detail about this, but the more, the better it can solve their problem for them, the better you can explain things, the better you can give new ideas of how they can approach things, they're going to start trusting you more and more, because they're going to watch your videos and they're going to actually get that relationship. Oh, I want to work with this guy, or this guy knows what he's talking about, I want to work with him. So I guess there's a lot of points in this, what I'm trying to say, and I'll obviously make more videos to break it down. But the whole point of this video is to tell you that the cold approach is just to start your conversation. So I like to do things like, I make lame jokes, right? You've got to put your ego aside here as well, right? You've got to be willing to try and experiment with things that may not work, may get a bad reception, because the ones that do work, you can use. And you know that this approach works. I'm getting a really good response rate. You can only do that if you try. So the main thing that I do is I start with a commonality, whether it's, and I'm going to show you how I do this with my tool, automated, very targeted, very personalized, where I can reference about 5 or 6 things that's personal to them and automate that to 50 people every day, and do this in a very, very nice way. I'm going to show you how, and it's getting really good response rates so far. It's running in the background. 50 messages a day. I wake up to 10-15 replies, and these are all going in their message request folder, so I don't need to add them as a friend. It's just sending. So 10-15 replies, and most of them positive replies, out of 50 automated is very good. And I'm just waking up to positive responses every day. So then I lead them on to the next stage of the conversation, which is show them the content. So I'm just basically using this as a way to generate conversations and introduce people to what I do, my work. more so for them to start a relationship with me. So I want you to approach things this way. Don't be so desperate to be like, I need leads, I need sales now, because that will rub off on the conversation. They will see that. It's very nuanced. The way 1 or 2 words can make a difference. That's why I keep testing and I keep trying different, I'll change a message with 1 word just to see if there's any difference in how the person perceives it. So that's it for today. Big takeaway is approach this as starting conversations and don't worry about the lead bit. All you want them to reply to the first message, and then the next message, once they reply positively, you can send them your video. I like just send them a YouTube, because YouTube is trustworthy. They can see that you're not sending them to some weird landing page. It's just straight to a YouTube channel which everybody watches, and they can click your name and see more of your content without you actually having to ask them to do that. The other day someone messaged me saying, I sent them the video, and then someone messaged me saying, Ravi, I saw your other content and that's amazing, I want to sign up to what you do. Okay, this was just purely sending them them to my YouTube channel with a certain video. So be patient, and honestly, you don't actually have to be that patient. Just while you're doing it, be patient and just think, in 30 days, I can potentially send, let's say you send 200 messages a week. In 30 days, you send 800 messages. Look, even if it's say 500 messages, and you can do this all automated, all safely, 500 messages a month, let's say 10% of them reply positively, with which if you do what I do, you should get much higher than that. And that's 50 people replying positively to you in a month, right? Imagine 10% of those bought your stuff, right? 50 already happy to hear what you've got to say. Imagine 5 of those now binge all your YouTube content and watch all your stuff. Now that's in a month, that's 5 people they are very warm, hot, qualified leads. Now you can call them a lead. Now you can nurture them, and now you can actually make the sale with them. And for me, I then learn how to do this at scale with more accounts, more this, more that, so I can turn that 5 a month into 10 a month into 20, and then I'm making real good sales there. So that's my objective for the next 30 days is document this method that I'm teaching you with the tool I use, and show you exactly how I do things, for you to hopefully watch and take anything that you can from it. So yes, I'm not the greatest cameraman in the world, so sorry if the video is shaky and the audio is not good, but thank you. And if there's any comments, any feedback, please let me know. Appreciate it. Thank you.